Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really nice Kellogg wooden wall telephone. This is James' telephone from St. Louis, Missouri. And so basically, there's a few issues with this telephone. We're going to have to get a new handset receiver cloth cord installed. This telephone's in very good condition. We have our spit cup here that's original to the telephone, and the bell clapper cover is a part that we ordered because the clapper cover was missing. So this telephone's in very good condition. We'll try to give you a look at it here. Jim also has his crank, and he wants this telephone to be able to answer calls and talk on the telephone, the bells to ring, and then also the bells to ring when you get a call. So we're going to have to go through that crank. I can feel that it's hanging up a little bit, but we'll move some of these parts, and I'll set them to the side here and give you a look at the inside. Overall, the telephone is in very good condition, and it needs some work, and so we'll get that all straightened out. In the battery compartment, you can still see some of the blocks of wood that they had in there that would separate the batteries. That's pretty cool. And another thing I want to show you is on the side of this one, it has a button, and that was to contact the central office probably, or a different exchange. This is the initial checkout, so what we're going to do is start on this and get some more video of this telephone. It's a really nice telephone. It's in very good condition, and it's going to look great when it gets done. So we'll take a short break here, and we'll get to working on this telephone, and we'll get some more video here in a bit. Be right back. Okay, we're back, and so what I'm showing you is the back of the telephone right now, but we've installed a modular port for Jim inside. There's a little hole, a knockout that was original to the phone, and a little track here where the hardwired line cord would come in. So now all Jim has to basically do is take any modular line cord and simply plug right on in, and that's an easy, clean connection. And so what we want to do now is I'm going to take a real short break from the video, and we're going to spin the telephone around. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and now what we're going to do is kind of explain a little bit of everything that went on with this telephone. We installed a to-the-period type cloth receiver cord. We also went into the receiver and installed a new style receiver capsule. We installed a bell clapper. Jim did not have one. We also went into the transmitter and put a newer style microphone inside, and this is Jim had a spit cup. This Kellogg telephone is in very good condition. I want to kind of give you a look at it. It's a really nice telephone. Now on this particular telephone, he has a button on the side, but it was actually locked up, and it was not being used for anything, and it isn't now either, but it would work if you decided to do something with it, but it was stuck and pushed into the telephone. We broke that free and got that working again, just in case it's ever used for something. We went ahead and put some eyelets on the top of it, brass eyelets for where you mount your telephone, and we just have everything finished up now. So we'll give you a look at the inside of the telephone, and I want to set the video down for a second here, and we want to open up the telephone and give you a look at the inside here. And the telephone turned out really nice. A little bit of everything has been done here. We had to completely rewire a lot of things, and what wiring that was original to the telephone we tried to utilize. We actually had to go into this bell. At first we didn't realize that the bell had a crossover connection that was broke, and so after we finished up everything with the phone and we were finishing up the bell circuit, the bell would be a little erratic, and so we had to take that apart, and I found the problem inside where there's a crossover line for the coils. We also fixed up all of his connections here and tightened up everything to the bell. So that had to be gone through. We've got some new mic lines coming out from our microphone, our transmitter, and then we've ran that over to a PC board that we're now using for a network, and Jim can talk on this telephone just like a modern day telephone and hold a good conversation with good quality transmit and receive now. He'll know no difference than being on a newer phone, basically. And so any conversations will be just fine with this telephone now. We also went through his wiring block and wired this telephone the way we needed to wire it to make it work. We also created a circuit that when you go to crank the telephone, it breaks the line voltage away so that the bells will ring and not backfeed voltage into the telephone line. And then we wired everything into the circuit. And we're going to do some final checks here now. So what we want to do first here is I want to set the video down because I want to be able to crank Now we went through the magneto and we oiled it, but it still has kind of a noise to it because basically it's so close to the wood here, and it's kind of echoing like an echo box. But everything's been finished up, and we're going to go ahead and ring the telephone now. I want to ring it by line. Let that go a few times. Now in the next ring cycle, I'm going to turn the crank a little, and I can stop the ring. And see, that breaks the line voltage away. I'll let go of it, stop it, and then I'll let it go. And we'll go ahead and we'll stop the ring now. So what I want to do is I want to close the telephone up, because what we want to do here is we want to go ahead and make some calls with this telephone. And I'm going to grab another phone that we can dial with. I want to give you some dial tone. And what we'll do is we'll move the line cord away from the analyzer into a regular line. Give you some dial tone. And then we want to pick another phone up.
Good morning. When you need body work, we're a short drive away. Offenburg Pittsburgh, Body Center 234-0330. Today is Wednesday, July 4th. The time is 1 o'clock. Current temperature 85 degrees. Now the Belleville area weather forecast. Mostly clear tonight, lows in the mid-70s. Independence Day, mostly sunny, very hot and humid. Highs around 103, heat index 106.
Okay. Now we can call one other number. Go ahead and give you some dial tone. I'll take another phone. And the line will be busy. That's my number. Give you some dial tone. We'll call one other number.
Calling Walmart.
Okay, we don't need anything from there. But this is a really cool telephone, and it's in very good condition, and it's a Kellogg wooden wall. Very nice telephone Jim has here. So now what we want to do is I want to move the telephone over to the analyzer again. I want to give you some dial tone. But I'm going to tap the receiver, and then I want to speak into the transmitter. And so what's going to happen here, every time I transmit into the transmitter, you're going to see a red light on the analyzer. And that red light is an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. So we know that the telephone is transmitting, receiving, and the bells ring. We want to do that one more time. I want to go ahead and crank the bell. And like I said earlier, the magneto has been freed up and it's been oiled and gone through, and that noise is more of a kind of an echo through the telephone because the gear is so close to the inside of the box. So that's not an issue. It's not anything wrong with the magneto. Some of them are quiet and some of them make a little bit of noise, and this one makes a little bit of noise, but it's not a magneto issue, so you don't have to worry about that. And so we're going to go ahead and ring the telephone again. I'll let it go one more time. Give it some dial tone. So now Jim will be able to hang this telephone and get it back into service, and he'll be able to use this telephone just like any other modern telephone and have the same quality transmit and receive that you would with any modern day telephone. So this telephone's going to be around a long time, and it's already been around about 100 years, so you know it might have another 100 in it, hopefully. And it's just a really cool wooden wall Kellogg telephone in very good condition. And if Jim wants to take a picture of this after he puts it into service, that would be nice. We'd try to get it up on the web page. This is a very cool telephone. Anybody would want this telephone. And it's got a few extra added little situations to it. It's got the little button here that probably was to contact either the operator or change the exchange. He's got his lightning arrestor up here, and it's got the long neck transmitter. So it's just a very cool telephone, and it turned out really nice. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.